In the video and photographic field, if you have to go outside to do outdoor shoots, events, or any kind of project in which you don't have the time and space to create a more structured set, every ounce and every gram counts. Working a lot in these contexts, I have learned that you have to reduce what you need to work to the bare minimum, as a matter of weight and speed of execution, without, however, sacrificing the quality of the video that you are going to deliver. So in today's video I want to share with you what I always or mostly have with me when I have to do outdoor shootings, events, or those kind of projects. For those who don't know me, my name is Stefano and I am a videographer and photographer from the Italian Alps. And on this channel I want to share with you not only what is my job, but also what is my biggest passion: video and photos. As you heard, my English is anything but perfect. So, if you have any doubt about what I've said, be sure to let me know in the comment section below. I will be happy to explain it to you. If you don't want to miss any other content that I will be uploading on this platform, be sure to subscribe and to activate the notification button. Now, let's start with the video. Everything starts with him, the backpack. This specific one is a low pro protectic and it's a very solid backpack. It's very safe for your gear. It can be customized inside to fit any type of gear that you need, and it is also waterproof, as you can see. So if you are shooting outdoor and you find yourself in the rain, this can be extremely useful. I'm sure that you don't want your cameras and your lenses to be in contact with water. If you shoot outdoor or in any condition in which you have to walk a lot, I suggest you to use a backpack and not a suitcase or suitcases or cases. Not because they are not good, they are wonderful tools if you have to shoot on sets, but if you have to walk a lot to find yourself in extreme conditions, a backpack is the best solution to carry your gear. As I've anticipated in another video, my main camera is a Canon R6 Mark II. A full-frame camera which is great for photo and video. It can record up to 4K, 50 or 60 FPS in log without cropping. A feature that I really appreciate about this camera is the fact that you can start the recording a few seconds before you press the record button. This consumes a lot of battery, but it is a very useful function, especially if you shoot unpredictable subjects like sportsmen or animals, for example. Please let me know in the comment section below if you'd like to see a specific video about this camera. As a backup camera, I almost always have with me a Canon R7, which is recording right now. It is a very good APS-C sensor camera, which has been my go-to camera for a lot of years. The biggest difference between the R7 and the R6 Mark II is the dimension of the sensor, which has been the subject of another video that you can find on my channel. Along with the cameras, I always have with me a very simple rig that consists in the case of the camera, as you can see, and a handle for smoother and softer clips. When I'm shooting outdoor, I tend to avoid an external monitor for a matter of bulk and practicality. Speaking about lenses, in those contexts, I always have with me the triad of lenses: the 24 to 70 mm, the 16 to 35 mm, and a 70 to 200 mm. If I have not the possibility to change often my lenses or to carry two cameras, excluding some tight shots in which I specifically need some telephotos, I tend to have with me on my camera the 24 to 70 mm because it's the most versatile lens and it allows me to get both wide shots and very compressed shots with the 70 mm focal length. In some more extreme conditions, in some more extreme projects, I tend to carry with me a 150mm to 600mm, which is a very extreme telephoto, but it is very useful and very, how can I say, very comfortable if you are shooting, for example, wildlife or some kind of activity, outdoor activity or sport, for example. However, being a third-part lens using an EF mount, the autofocus will not be the best in the world if you are adapting it on an RF camera, so on our mirrorless Canon camera. However, a bigger telephoto than a 70-200 can be very useful and can give to your shots a very unique look. Speaking about lenses, I can't avoid to say that I always have with me an EF RF adapter to adapt EF lenses to RF cameras. And another tool that is essential if you are shooting outdoor is a good ND filter. An ND filter is a very good tool because it allows you to get smooth clips without cranking the shutter speed, even if you are in very high light conditions. And if you want advice, invest in a good ND filter, because a bad ND filter will completely ruin the look of your clips. If you have to film intense moments, landscapes, or for example construction sites, the use of a drone is inevitable. In the field of photography and videography, the world of drones is monopolized or almost monopolized by DJI, which makes fantastic products. The one that I have with me is the Mavic Mini 4 Pro, which is a very light drone and that has some very interesting function, especially for those who are starting out with drones, like sensors and some pre-programmed movements, for example. And it has a very good video quality. It is for now the best in the mini field, in the mini category. Even if not especially for the drone, I suggest to you to use ND filters to avoid to increase too much the shutter speed and to have a very bad effect on your shots. One of the most important accessories you basically need if you are shooting with this kind of drones is a second or a third battery, because being very light, their battery will not have too much capability. I don't fly for more than 10 minutes with each battery. Every 10 minutes I change the battery on this drone, because I don't want to risk that the battery is very low when I'm flying. Even if theoretically, but I've never experimented personally, if the battery starts to be very low while the drone is flying, it will return automatically to the home point. I am speaking about the Mini 4 Pro. I don't know about the other mini series drones and about the other drones in general. A very useful tool if you don't want to ruin your drone, your vehicle, is a foldable landing pad. Those things don't cost too much. You can find very cheap landing pads even on Amazon, and they are essential if you don't want to ruin your drone while landing on grass or gravel. I always have backup propellers in my backpack, just in case. The biggest advice that I give you if you want to fly your drone is to fly only where it's permitted, or if you have the specific authorization. For example, in Italy the laws are very strict. This is not only to respect the law, also to respect other people that are around you and for their safety. So let's do not stupid things. Always respect the rules. Other tools that I always have with me are spare batteries, SD cards, you will never have enough of those, a power bank or a lock to charge eventually my phone, my camera or other electronic devices that I need to charge, and a waterproof jacket. As I told you before, you will never know how the weather will change if you are in mountains or outdoor conditions. Don't forget also other tools that can depend on which type of shooting are you going to do, such as microphones, headphones, or for example reflecting panels. That was my basic kit when I'm shooting outdoor or outside the corporate and studio condition. That's it for today. I hope you've enjoyed this video, that has been useful for you. If so, please hit the like button and let me know in the comment which is your go-to kit while you're shooting. If you don't want to miss any other content that I will be uploading on this channel, be sure to subscribe and to activate the notification button. See you in the next video. Ciao!